Welcome to the Nitpicking Nerds.
This is our third installment of Every Commander Ranked, and we're going over commanders number 766 to 701.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, Beezy, and together we're the Nitpicking Nerds. And make sure to subscribe before we get started, because this is a huge project that you're going to want to be able to see every step of the process.
And besides, you want to be a subscriber to our channel because our subscribers are 10% more likely to be able to successfully guess what number one on this list is.
Disclaimer, subscribing to the Nitpicking Nerds will not affect the likelihood of you picking the number one spot.
If you want to know our criteria for judging, you can head over to our other video, which we did as an intro.
It's very important. Check
goes,
that out.
Yeah, it goes way more into detail about what we did for ranking. I want to point out also, art is super subjective.
Art is what now?
Super subjective.
Super subjective.
Art is super subjective, so you might think an art is a 10, we might think an art is a 0, and that is perfectly fine. We expect that there will be huge differences between our art taste and somebody else's.
And even like a lot of the ones that we gave, that we wanted to give zeros, like we're like, okay, there's stuff here, we're gonna give like a 2 or 3 or 5 or whatever. So we're looking at power, fun, artwork, coolness, and uniqueness today. Scale of 50, and this episode has 66 commanders in it.
Yes, because we want to round it off, so now we can start doing clumps of 50, and we'll
Right,
just
and it won't look like, like 753.2 to like 899, whatever. Like it's gonna be 700 to 651 or something.
Yeah, and it'll be evened off. Let's get right into that first commander. We have number 766, Tell 'em Tor.
Tell him, Tor.
Tell 'em Tor.
Yeah, you tell him. Flanking matters. Okay.
Flanking matters.
Mono red.
In mono red,
Not even like 5 colors.
How many
There's like
creatures do you think in mono red and flanking? Because I don't know, but I assume it's next to 0.
6.
Counting him.
Yep.
6 counting Tell 'em Tor.
There's 6. That's colorless too. I don't think there's any colorless creatures with flanking, but you could play 6 cards with flanking in this deck. So that's pretty good.
And it matters.
That's pretty great. Good stuff.
And the art is good. Fine.
Yeah, the art there is fine. Dong Zhao, the Tyrant, 765. Your opponents need large creatures for this to do anything, and it's a 5-mana 3/3. We didn't even count it as a threat, so it's got 0 for power.
It's definitely not a threat.
It seems fun to play. Fun to like, you have a 10-10, like snipe you for 10. But it's not commander damage, and it's like
Hashtag got him.
you have to be some like blink deck. But again, you're in mono red, so what do you do? How?
Yeah, when you get forced into mono red and you want to play a blink deck, it's not very good for you.
You have like Conjurer's Closet, and that's it.
Yep, that's something.
You can like copy the Panharmonicon, I guess works. Let's not go too deep on that. We're not doing a deck tech.
764, Sol Karnar, the Swamp King.
He's a Swamp King. He's awesome.
He's
But
cool.
we think the art is kind of horrendous, and it doesn't do anything.
If you want to read this man's lore, he's got some decent lore.
Decent lore. He's just really cool. We just don't like the card.
He even looks cool. The art makes him look kind of cool for a monochromatic art, which I am hugely against monochromatic arts.
Yeah, Richard Kane Ferguson is on the arts for like all of these Legends guys, and some of them are really good, and I just can't get behind this one. But I can still not get behind Thriss Nantuko Primus, 763. This is just like a dummy, but he's like 7 mana, but he pumps the creature by +5/+5.
Yeah, I mean,
So this card sucks. But if you can like get an actual creature that does something and pump it by 5, we gave it a power.
yeah, you can. It makes Playsteel Colossus almost a threat.
Nope. Nope. No, not quite. That's very difficult to do. Wan Xiao, the Indecisive, 762. His claim to fame is he can't make up his mind.
Which is the least cool. This is one of those, if we were doing negative points, he would have gotten negative points.
For coolness.
Being indecisive is not a cool trait at all. It's the opposite.
But
of
it
a cool
translates into your creatures can't be blocked by more than one creature? I don't understand.
trait. Oh,
What?
yeah, get this man out of here. Get him off my
Let's get
screen.
to the next one. Who's the next one?
He's one of the only commanders that says commander.
Oh, he's true.
Commander Grinev Ilvak.
What was that?
It's Greven.
Greven?
What's his name?
It's the word even with a GR on it. It's just Greven.
Greven.
It's just Greven.
Commander Greven Ilvak.
He's got cool lore, kind of. He's like a henchman forever, and then eventually he just dies to that the Minotaur guy from the Weatherlight. I forget his name, but he's on here somewhere.
Yeah. What is his name?
I don't know.
We're totally not going to cut to see it. Let me just pull him out of my memory real quick.
Oh,
Tengarth.
Tangarth, of course.
Oh, yes, of course.
Of course, yeah. Tangarth ends up killing Commander Graven. Kind of sad, I guess, but whatever.
Tengarth's one of those guys that gets like no love. Like, we're getting all these cards reprinted of, like, old legends. Like, we're getting another Sisei, we're getting Urza. Where's Tangareth is, like, he's huge in the lore.
He's one of the 3 people who actually survives. It's literally Sisei, Squee, and Tangareth survive.
Yeah.
And I think they're on Coalition Victory, and that's what that is. Like, they finally win. It's just those 3. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I had no idea who he was.
Oh, yeah. They don't know who he is. But
he had, like, a cool story, too. We're not doing him. We're doing Commander Griffin.
That's Ilvek.
Yeah, Ilvek. All right, Lubu, Master at Arms, 760. This horseman ship person has haste.
Yeah, haste is a really strong ability. I think it's sometimes underrated.
Haste is underrated, and I think there's going to be a lot of horsemanship on this particular episode, and haste is one of the abilities I think pushes it over the top from being in the poop category of 0 points to a not threat at 1 point.
Being a creature that can't be blocked is just not strong. It's just, especially when you have to untap with it, it's like...
Right, so this is at least you get to poke him for 4.
Yeah.
Which is basically nothing, but it's not literally nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Rebecca? Rebecca? What a weird name. Rebecca Wizard Savant.
It's like Rebecca.
I know. That's why when I said it sounded super weird. Like,
this card art is kind of just like ugly in the sense of like I don't enjoy looking at it. It's like this weird misty dragon and this like person with like I know she's a dwarf. She's got this weird forehead and she like looks so grumpy. And something that's weird about this flavor text is
resting
like
grump face.
It's like racist kind of. It's like the flavor text is like, oh, I'm glad to see a fellow dwarf in power, but why did it have to be one of those stupid idiots who like do whatever this girl does? I'm like, geez, calm down, whoever did this flavor text.
Ooh.
Calm down.
No, that's character. That's like, that means someone has a character that's not just...
someone has flaws.
Someone has flaws, and that's something you can build around, and that's how you have a good story arc.
That probably means that character was retconned to be completely perfect.
Yeah.
And have no flaws.
Yeah.
What's next?
We have... Why do you keep giving me these ones? Shaku and Bringer, 758.
Sorry, Crovex13, who comments on every one of our videos and who we love. And he was like, I really hope Shaku and Bringer is like higher on the list. Like, it's higher, not very much.
No.
It can't attack ever, basically.
No.
You lose 3 life on the upkeep, but it can at least tap to exile things. So it has a 1 for power.
It does have a 1. It doesn't do literally nothing. Art is poop.
Yeah, the art is rough. That's rough to look
We're getting
at.
to the point where like we're actually getting into some decent art. So when a 2 is up here, I'm just like the art's still bad.
Right,
It's
still
not
below it, way below average.
Yeah, but it's not,
5 is like average.
it's not the thing we hate in being monochromatic. And
Yeah,
like that is
or
like
just looking like a blob. We don't know what's going on, or if it's poorly drawn, or can't tell where anything is.
there's something super over sexualized. That is such a turn
Yeah,
off to me.
That is poor choice of words. Poor choice of words. Now everyone will think we're scumbags. Number 757, Zuj Jin. I did not pronounce that correctly. Wu strategist.
I believe his name is the Z is silent. It's Huge Jin.
Hugh Jin. Oh, it's like a parody name. Hugh Jin.
Huge Jin.
This is an interesting card in function, but an extremely dull card in form.
Please explain.
He can give things unblockable, which is pretty cool. Like, I don't know of too many commanders that make other stuff unblockable.
But I know about 35 commanders that say on your turn
Before
you attack.
But this card is ugly, so that's the form part.
Okay. One of the best names in Magic
Speaking
coming
of
up.
ugly.
Terrible art. Bartel Runax. This man, that name, I believe, alone pretty much gave him this 6 in coolness.
6 for coolness.
That is the coolest. That name is so cool.
Bartel Runax.
This is my Bartel Runax deck.
Yeah, get out of here with your Airhalt Elves Dragon garbage. We want Bartel Runax.
Yeah, Bartel Runax sounds like...
I think there's one name that's cooler, and we haven't gotten to him because we probably gave him like a 100 for coolness.
Yeah, Bartel Runax is super cool. It's purely almost...
I mean, he doesn't do anything. He like can't be enchanted and has vigilance.
He has a 1 for fun because it's fun to have a cool name, I think.
It's fun to play Bartel Runax.
I like how he's so cool. He got a 1 for fun.
It carried over.
That's it. It was literally carryover.
But he didn't get a 10, so it wasn't like actual carryover.
It was carryover though.
A Civitri Scarzum, 755. Over-sexualized naked lady on a dragon.
This character has a lot of lore.
And I thought it was like, oh, just another like...
She's able to planeswalk because of the dragon she has.
She's so strong. She like ruined this whole place, right? And then she like left. She peaced out because they beat her.
Yeah, she was trying to take over this whole like land that she basically was able to planeswalk to. It wasn't her home
You have to
plane.
be so strong to planeswalk without being a planeswalker.
And like she was able to summon the dragons with her to the plane. Like, and her dragons are known for being super strong and ridiculous, and she's like a vanilla nothing.
Yeah, which the art is not even that bad, but it's a stupid sexualized naked person on fantasy art. So, yeah, absolute butt. Literally, actually.
Want to talk about some butt?
The art is literally butt. Good luck.
Iwamori of the Open Fist. I think that's about right. Iwamori.
Yeah, that's fine.
754. Okay. Would you pay for your commander 4 mana for a 5/5 trample?
No,
No. You think
it doesn't have downside.
How much power is that? Would you say?
A 0.
Okay. So if we could have gone negative, this would go negative because you're also each one of your opponents gets to put a legend from their hand into play.
Not that they'd always have one, but if they ever do, you're just like, what am I doing with my life?
It's also a 5-shot kill. It's not even close to being anything.
Oh, 5 is so much different from 6. And
Yeah.
even 6 is like so much different from 7. And 7's like, oh man, really 3 turns? That's a lot of turns.
Yeah, it still takes a while, even with like Maelstrom Wonder to kill
Well,
somebody.
Maelstrom Wonder feels like 2 turns because it has haste.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Haste is powerful.
That's why
ability.
it's so much different. Yeah.
Izuka, the Ruthless, 753. Another. We're in red. Why?
This is the
10
most-
red samurais.
This is the most anemic ability. I looked it up. I'm like, how many samurai are red? Because there might be a lot, and then this deck might be cool. There's 10. So counting changelings, you can play like 15. 15 samurai, and you have to sacrifice one to give the rest of them. How many samurai are you supposed to have?
And if you want it to be a cool deck at all, you have to get the one mono red bowl. It's like a bowl changing. The art is a bowl.
A bowl, not a bowl.
A bowl.
B-O-W-L?
B-U-L-L.
Yeah, Taurian Mauler.
Yeah, Taurian Mauler. Yeah. So you have to get that altered to have a samurai on it somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise it's just like, what? That's not a samurai. Get it out of here.
That's cool. You should have all your changelings altered to be the tribe you need.
That would be super cool.
That'd be sweet.
Especially if you stuck to like the art style of it.
Amaro, first to stand. This is like this whole... Kamigawa loves the cycles. There's like this... They end in M-A-R-O, and they're the first to blank. This one is the first to make me want to throw up in my mouth. Because it's a 6 mana, like, dumb, big vanilla creature that, like, when it deals damage, if you have like 150 cards in your hand, you gain 7 life.
Yeah, what is that?
What is any of these? I hate these cards.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Kamigawa really gets on our nerves.
Yeah, well, after you grade every single one of these commanders, you will not like Kamigawa or Legends or Portal.
Right.
You'll hate every one of those sets.
Yeah, they're rough. Not like, but it proves that we're being like unbiased because they would all just be at the bottom
No, I would put
if we weren't being fair.
I would put every single one that said Spirit or Arcane on it.
Or on your turn before you attack.
Or on your turn before, they'd be negative zeros.
Negative
It's
zero.
so bad.
All right, who's next? 751.
We have Lin Vanya Salone. Weird name.
I like the art. Legendary Landwalk's pretty cool.
Oh, the art, yeah, that's decent.
Doesn't matter that she has first strike if she's unblockable though.
Very average. Yeah, it's weird. Legendary Landwalk is so... What a weird ability.
It's kind of weird. But if you got Urborg or somebody has Urborg, hey.
Hashtag.
I mean, Urborg, Nick those guys, Cradle.
There's definitely... No, it's not that it's nothing.
It's just like, it's 6 mana. Speaking of what were they thinking, Chisei, Heart of Oceans, 750.
What is that? All right, I'm going to look at it
Could
right now.
somebody tell me what's happening on this?
Oh, I was going to look at it, but I know what this art is.
Yeah.
No.
How do you
no, no, no.
forget?
The
What
only
is
thing
happening?
The only thing... This has to be... Like, so, okay. I discussed this with one of our friends who's on Chance for Glory, Walter. He said it's got to... He said... He was talking about how Kamigawa had a lot of mythology from, like...
Yeah.
Japanese...
Yeah.
Japanese mythology, and it was like, yeah, but it's probably linked to a very specific story in Japanese mythology that
We
no
could
one
not-
is.
we could not possibly
People
know.
don't have that much interest in Japanese mythology overall, so it's just like it just comes off as like
This looks like
he's a bucket of water.
It's a bucket of water with a table that has a face.
And there's also
that's kneeling next to a cliff with shapes of water and swords, or fish and swords.
It's so weird.
This might be the weirdest art I've ever seen.
It's weird because I don't even like.
Can't even. It's like an alien. It's like an alien life form. I can't even comprehend it.
Yeah, it's I don't know what is going on. It's like maybe if I knew what the myth was.
We wanted to give the art a 10 or a 0, so we settled on 5.
Yeah, it was either a 10 or a 0 because it's
Right.
either the greatest thing we've ever seen or the worst thing we've ever seen.
Yeah. 749. Lady Zurong, Warrior Queen.
This is
this
best
is-
flavor text and literally it is so
Horrible.
horrible.
So her flavor text, she's just a 4-power horsemanship. You've seen it before. A man and such a fool. I, a woman, will do it for you.
Like Specifically,
Are you kidding me?
It's okay. So a man and such a fool, which that's fine. Like that's
yeah.
a fine statement. It's like that person is a fool. Like that's fine. You're
Like, why do you have to say that he's a man?
yeah, like calling out, but like then she like demeans herself by saying that like inferring that women are less.
I'm only a woman. I have to clean up your mess.
A woman. How come a woman?
You're letting a woman do something?
It's like
What are you,
it's
stupid.
It's so demeaning.
Not cool.
It's
Not
exactly
cool.
that. It's just real not cool. She's like demeaning herself.
Yeah, what the heck?
She's not demeaning herself. She's demeaning all of all women.
Character flaw.
Character flaw. You mean she loves all women and she's a feminist now?
Oh. Shouts to Nissa. Kopala, Warden of Waves. It's a 2/2 for 3 merfolk that like does a bad job of protecting your merfolk.
Oh, this is one of those arts from the newer sets that's so computerized. I just can't. It
just like ends up looking not good.
I can just see how I can see the computer strokes.
It's like watching like the third Jurassic Park. You're just like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't protect your team enough to give it a PowerPoint.
No, not at all. But it doesn't even stop any board wipe.
Nope, doesn't stop a lot.
It doesn't even stop a removal spell. It doesn't stop swords. Oh no, swords is still fine if it costs 3 mana.
And you're not swords in Kopala. You're swords in the card that matters. What's next?
Lieutenant Kitar.
Kirtar.
At worst, he's a mediocre removal spell for not a ton of mana. That's also the best case. He's 747.
Yikes. Moving on. But nothing. He doesn't have any spikes in numbers. He's just got like medium stuff across the board. Major Tarot. If you're looking to spend 1,000,000 mana to wipe at most 20% of the creatures in play, hey, this is your guy.
Well, that's not true. At most, you wipe 100% of the creatures in play.
All your creatures are black too?
Well,
or you don't have any?
Yeah. I mean, it could wipe all creatures. I mean,
It's so narrow.
it's super narrow.
And it's like 10 or 11, like 9 to 11 mana.
He's one of those guys that would be fun to like build a heads up deck with. It's like you play against somebody who has a way better mono black commander.
This feels like old school kitchen table magic, where somebody has a black deck that you can't beat, and you're like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play Major Tarot, and then they just like terror it and kill it, and you're like, oh,
terror.
Tarot. Say that 3 times fast. Who's
Terror.
next?
Sanghuhi, Wei General.
Hoo-hee? Saying hoo-hee. Hoo-hee.
Zhang He Wu General.
Hoo-hee. Hoo-hee. Wait, General. Hoo-hee. Hoo-hee.
Yeah, I'm terrible at pronouncing these names, and if I come off as ignorant, I am sorry. I'm just very bad at pronouncing these names.
I'm not much better.
An unblockable creature with Battlecry seems good enough turn to 1.
Yeah, like, if you put something that's not horrible on a horsemanship creature, we're gonna give it a 1 power.
Ugh. Portal Legends,
End
right?
of story.
Am I right?
All right, another cycle. Treva the Renewer. 6 mana, 6/6 dragons. What does this one do? Gains you life.
It's
Art's good.
It's art, and it looks kind of cool.
It's art, and it looks cool. Chorus of the Conclave. I actually like this card a lot, but only if it's in play, which seems impossible.
Costs 8 mana.
This thing really looks like it should have Convoke.
Doesn't it have Forest Walk too randomly?
Of course it does.
Because this is what you want on your 3/8s.
On your 3/8 for 8.
Yeah.
It would be so cool with Convoke.
It also gives all your creatures. Basically makes all your creatures X creatures.
Yeah, like it like walking ballistifies them.
Yeah. Then you can pay the extra put counters on them.
Which is cool.
742, Manghu, Barbarian King, pumps your green dudes.
Classic duder.
That's about it. There's nothing worth talking about.
I mean, he's kind of cool as a Barbarian King, but he doesn't really look like a Barbarian King.
Yeah, Barbarian
King. He has
King,
like an earring.
That's where the 2 points come from, is Barbarian
Yeah.
King.
Sun Sea, Young Conqueror. Another horsemanship commander that actually has a point for power.
Because it's an unsummon.
Right. It has an unsummon on it, which is like, I think that's good enough.
Unsummons, yeah.
You can like pseudo flicker your own stuff.
Unsummon is not nothing.
It's not nothing. And that's what you need to be doing aside from just being unblockable.
And the art is fine.
Yeah.
Hadar.
Hodor. That's what I thought of.
Hadar, or Hidar. Rhymewind?
Rhymewind.
Rhymewind Master. It sounds like he's like is a rapper. We're ignoring the build around requirement, which is
Like, obviously your deck's going to be
snow.
a bunch of snow islands.
Still bad.
It's not
but-
a threat. It's just kind of like you pay 7 mana and you get to bounce 1 permanent.
Yeah, but also if he stays out for a couple turns, if you have ways to untap him, he's not. There are ways to make this guy decent.
He's annoying, but he's under the non-threat level.
And like he could be fun. It would be really good with that 5 mana artifact that untaps everything.
Ooh. Yikes. Too sad.
This commander with that 5-mana artifact could have actually been one of those. He cutely could go infinite, bouncing something back to your hand over and over again. Like if you really like. Just,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's banned.
It'd be so cute.
Oh, it'd be fun. Well, they banned fun cards.
Yep.
Okay. Celestial Kieran is probably my favorite card in this episode. But like we tried to give it as many points as we could, and it has no lore, and it's not really that unique because Spirit of Arcane is literally everywhere.
Oh, it's
and the
if
art
you
is
think,
so bad. The art is really bad.
If you just have 70 copies of Ugin's Conjurant, then your deck's be fine. It'd be actually playable. Ugin's Conjurant did make this commander slightly better because it lets you blow up lands now.
Which is crazy. But how much of a threat is that when... Yeah, we gave it a 2 for power. How much of a threat can that really be?
It's not. I mean...
It's a nuisance.
It is a nuisance. I've never actually worried when I'm playing against... we have a friend who plays this. I don't get too worried because, like, I have 3 2-drops, but it's like he didn't play it last turn, so now he just has to draw a 2-drop, hopefully.
And this can never kill it. Like, you never want to kill itself.
Yeah, you never want to play a 4.
It's a really cool card. I like the deck.
I agree. It is super cool. All right, you got to read this name because this was a weird one. This is
I shall do my
738.
best.
738. Take it away.
Hunding Bjornerson. Nice name, buddy.
According to the flavor text, he's charming, but according to the art, he's gross.
No, the flavor text says he's disgusting to look at, but he's the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
And obviously he has Rampage, which is the worst ability in all of Magic.
It's not worse than banding.
No, banding isn't actually bad. Banding is...
Oh, you mean in terms of, like, play?
In terms of play. Rampage is literally one of the worst
I think
keywords.
it's worse than Devoid?
I mean, Devoid... I
Devoid's
guess
pretty bad.
Devoid has almost no play.
It literally does nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just, it makes people confused for Commander.
Martun Stronggold. Stromgold.
4-mana 1/1, huh? He's good for, like, 1 big attack, so we gave him 1 power. Like, if you're making a bunch of red tokens, there's a lot of elementals and goblins you can make. So it can, if you let it untap, let them untap with it, it's like, you can get a decent alpha strike in there.
And the art is meh.
Reminds me of Jazal Goldmane a little bit.
It's sorry to talk about these arts. Just like, I look at them, it's like, oh, I don't want to talk about this art. It's
Well, we don't talk about the art for all of them now because they all do other stuff. Like, we're in the 8, 9, 10, 11
That's
players.
true. But something I like to mention there once in a while. Just when you thought we were done with Protection Generals, we get Atalia, Samat Master, 736.
Oh, Orm was a Samite healer, and she's the Samite Master. Because
Master.
she is the ultimate
Master.
she is the ultimate one true healing salve.
Rebecca Gray, thank you
Thank you, Rebecca Gay,
for making the card,
the artwork.
for making the card get more points than it deserved.
All the points it deserved.
We got another one where the coolness all comes from this name.
You think so?
This is the coolest name. Boris Doublemoon? Come on, that's a sweet name. That is, I know for a fact I gave him 5 points for that name.
It's super normal first name, and then like mega fantasy last name.
Boris Doublemoon.
Boris
Come
Doublemoon.
on. What does it mean to be a Doublemoon?
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. He makes a demon, but you have to pay 9 mana for a 1/1. So that's not good. Come on, Boris, get your stuff together. All right, this card is near and dear to our hearts, despite being from Kamigawa Block. Sensei Golden Tail, 734, is really cool flavor. He trains samurai, and but what does he do? What does he put on creatures?
So this is one of those counters that they don't need to be put on them. He puts training counters on creatures, and
That's fine. For the counter to matter, it would have to say that it's a samurai for as long as there's a training counter on it, but it doesn't say that. So you have a samurai that has a counter on it that does literally nothing.
So my favorite interaction with these kind of cards in Magic. So the counter is used to keep track that it is a samurai with Bushido 1.
Right, it's to keep track. It's our favorite series of cards. We want to remove them.
My favorite action is Vampire Hexmage to take it off.
To just
so
remove
like it's literally a reminder. It's literally a counter used as a reminder, and you can be a jerk with your Vampire Hexmage and make them take it off.
I'm pretty sure Aether Snap is like a 5-mana instant that removes all counters from all permanents and like it destroys all tokens. It's perfect.
I love it. It's just so silly. Alexi Zephyr Mage.
Zephyr.
733. This is a very expensive ability. But
Not on mana, on cards you have to spend.
Yeah. basically amounts to a one-sided evacuation. Oh,
That's not bad.
that's not nothing.
If you're playing
It's
like
still pretty bad.
if you're playing like Think Twice and flashback spells, Chemist's Insight and whatnot, and you're mono blue, if you draw enough cards, this is pretty annoying.
Ugh.
Doesn't really. I still wouldn't count as a threat because this is like a 2/2 or something.
Yeah. It's not nothing.
It's not nothing.
Again,
I mean, this is one of the highest powers so far.
what does that say? Oh, this was mentioned in the comments by somebody who was
And
surprised.
this is the other half of the twins. This is Gallowbraid. They're not twins, but they're Morin Fen was the other one.
Yeah, one has Flample. This one is.
This one's just. I don't know why this one's way cooler. He's like missing his lower jaw.
Oh, he just looks cool.
It's really
Like-
creepy, yeah.
Like this is one of the art isn't actually that good, but like if this art looked good, he would look super cool.
Oh, he would be so sweet.
And he gets.
It's kind of like.
I feel like he would they would scale together. Like if the art was a 10, his coolness would be a 10 because he would look so cool.
He would just be like the most intimidating. It's kind of like how if a horror movie ages poorly, the bad graphics make it scarier.
Just like that.
Just like that. Yukora, the Prisoner. This card is horrible. And you're not going to play Ogre Demon Tribal. So it's a 4-mana 5/5. But that makes it better than Jawari, or whatever his name was, that gives your opponents free legends.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
Sidar Jabari.
Sadar Jabari. 4-mana 2/2 with flanking. And he taps a creature when he attacks.
730. Yeah, he does nothing. Art's whatever. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that guy. He actually bores me to
There's
death.
so many just like we have to get through these. We're doing every one of these. That's the point of this list.
Yes.
But like some of these, it's just like I see them again, and I'm just like, no, just go away.
Why you
Go away.
exist?
I've seen you like 4 times in my life, and that's way too many. And if someone makes a commander deck out of you, I won't play with them. Lu Mang, Wu General.
Are you sick of 4-power horsemanship creatures? Well, us too. Let's move on.
But his art's fine.
Great.
Autumn Willow. This is
My favorite part about Autumn Willow.
is that she has a daughter who is in the bottom 10.
No, it's that she's not a human. What is she?
She's an avatar, right?
What the heck is that?
I don't know. Avatar's
She's just a girl. Like
A girl.
She just looks like a woman, but she's not human.
she can be your really terrible Voltron commander if you want her to be.
Yeah, I mean, so we gave basically any creature that has hexproof or hexproof equivalent, we gave a 1.
Which is fair, because I think being untargetable lets you play any Voltron, even if you're in like a mono green deck.
Yeah, which I like it. I like.
Oh look, another bad card named Lady. 7
All the ladies are just bad.
727.
Oh man, they're gonna take that out of context.
No.
No!
Don't take that out of context. All of the cards that start with Lady are bad in Magic. They're all
It's
basically
weird.
from Portal.
I want some good ladies. Like, can't they let's just print a card with lady in it. That's awesome. So we don't have
Ooh,
to.
Lady Antebellum. That could be our new card.
No, I said awesome.
Oh.
You must have thought that I said awful.
Another bad Lady
I love the
card.
rainbow in this
Another
card,
bad
though.
Lady card.
The rainbow's super cool.
Oh yeah, I love that rainbow.
Oh, yeah, great. What?
Mark Poole is to me like some of his stuff is so like that's fine art, but then some of his stuff I'm just like, what are you doing, Mark Poole? And also, why is your name so big in the corner? It's huge on every one of his cards. He's signed so big.
Oh man. All right, the next 2 commanders both have quotes that are adjective and animal, fictional animal.
Wow, weird that there's 2 of those in a row.
First one, somebody was hating on this man in the bottom 10 episode, which
Wonder-
you should check out if you haven't already. Peng Tong, Young Phoenix. He has a 0 for power. He has a 0 for fun. He has a 0 for uniqueness, and he has a 0 for coolness.
So why is he up here?
Because he has an 8 for art. This art is really good.
Oh, that is super good.
What is a boat connecting scheme? Because that's what this guy did. His boat connecting scheme was like integral to this war.
Does it say that?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
I don't know.
His boat connecting. That's badass. A boat connecting scheme. I want to. Maybe you should have got one for coolness. It's like whatever a boat connecting scheme
not
is.
sound cool to me.
Hey, you're right. Connecting boats doesn't sound very cool.
And then Kong Ming, Sleeping Dragon. It's an anthem effect, and we kind of just decided that anthem effects have 1 power. Because if you go wide enough, it's not a threat. It's just like a nuisance.
I also kind of like his art. I like the smoke in the background of it. That's the main thing that like drew me to this art. I love. So here comes another one of those like commander that was printed somehow in the last 5 years, and it's somehow this low. It's in between like things like
Well, I like it. It breaks up the monotony of like Legends card, Kamigawa card,
Portal-
Homelands card,
Portal
card.
card.
Yeah. Portal Second Age.
I love when these cards are down here. It's like this card is this out of all of the cards ever printed. This is 724, and it was printed like 5 years ago.
Yeah, it is Alhamrat, High Arbiter. This is the Stoner Sphinx, and it's nice to see. It's nice to see here. It tethers me to reality. I feel like it keeps us from going insane. He doesn't really do anything. We gave him 1 for power because he can shut off like a board wipe from a 1 player. Ugh. He's good if you're down to 1-on-1.
Yeah, and even then,
how are you down to 1-on-1?
Even then, he's still meh.
Yeah, it's really not.
Shutting off 1 card in a singleton format is not very good.
Yeah, like Panharmonicon would be cool with this guy.
But he is unique, and like in a unique, the unique is it's in a good way. Like,
right. If it's something's unique in a bad way, like when this card enters, I don't know, take every Magic card you own and shred it to pieces. That's not helpful. No one's gonna play that.
This is the kind of uniqueness we're talking about when we talk about uniqueness.
Well, it's like
it offers you something that you really can't get anywhere else.
Yes, even though it's bad.
it gives
in this case it's just not very great. But if you could see if you elaborated on it or built it for Commander, it'd be sweet. Actually, kind of reminds me of Azor. It seems like an earlier version of Azor.
No. You want to? Silvos, Rogue Elemental, 723.
This is a big boy. An
Big
8/6 trample regenerate for just 1 green.
Yeah.
That's good enough for a power.
Yeah, I mean, Regenerate's a really good ability. I mean, if you're leaving off the mana for it, which leaving off 1 green isn't hard.
That's really easy.
It's hard to remove this card.
It's hard to remove, so it's actually worth, and it's only 6 mana. It's actually worth it. Like it passes the vanilla test for sure. Kills in 3 hits.
722. Mera, Holy Avenger.
This is kind of like you gotta leave it out for a turn and then sacrifice your whole board. But if you do, you have an 8/8 flyer.
That doesn't sound like it gets 2 power at all.
Well, she's not.
Just the way you.
She ends up being a big fatty with evasion, which is fine.
The way you presented it was so much worse than the card is. The card's not good, but you made it sound like it was like a -4 for power.
Made it sound like it wasn't even a Magic card.
If you take 10 years and then
board wipe yourself,
and then you board wipe yourself, and then your opponent doesn't have removal
for 3 turns.
This gets a 1 for power, even though there's something just like it got a 0 because it doesn't
this
literally.
Is a much better ability. Kieran, great glass spinner. If board wipes didn't exist, this would be a really sweet commander.
Yeah, I mean,
but they do.
It just counters anything. If they target one of your cards with an instant sorcery, it counters that spell
for the first time.
Yeah, which how many times are they not doing it for the first time in EDH?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of spot. I don't think there's a lot of spot removal in EDH, so this seems like a better card in the 99.
And even then, I wouldn't.
Because how many great blue utility guys are there?
Even then, I wouldn't put this card in my deck.
No, not really. Unless maybe like Spirit Tribal or something. Who's next?
Suchi. The Mocking Sage.
All right, I want you to read the little description we have written and not laugh. I dare you.
Basically, anything with hexproof, not Shroud, will get a 1 for power.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you got me. Is he ripping a red taco from a painting of a dragon? Okay, what? Yeah, what is this? Sound is so weird.
He's ripping a red taco from a dragon painting.
It's such a weird art. What
is going on?
Oh, this is so weird, this art. Oh, you're right. I couldn't read the description without.
That's so good.
It's so weird. He's also a mocking sage, but it doesn't imply, like, the art doesn't imply any form of mocking.
Well, in Eastern culture, it's very rude to rip a red taco off somebody. It's considered like, don't do that. Do not do that.
Yeah, he's mocking him.
Oh, God. What is that card?
Yeah, it's weird. Jasmine Boreal.
It's vanilla, the highest ranked vanilla so far.
Yes, 719.
She made it like 100 deep.
Yeah.
Just based on her art and coolness. Because like other cards reference the Boreal.
You can get far with that. We're still up. We're not even to the point yet where like, if you ever like, you could have a card that just has a 10 in art. We haven't even reached that point yet. Where
these all have 9 points.
Yeah, these all have 9 points. So if we reach 10 points, then we'll see like maybe some 10.
Yeah, I actually don't think any card got a 10.
In art without getting
any other points.
Yeah, I don't think they have.
There's definitely 10s in arts. There's some Magic cards. Magic cards have awesome art.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like see. This is like where the subjective part comes in. We don't have any nostalgia for old Magic art.
Yeah. So like maybe other people would be like, oh, Jasmine Boreal, like that card is so cool.
Like there's a lot. Like I see how that works, like, and it makes logical sense to me. But it's just when I look at it, I don't see that. And it's like that's the point of a subjective list.
Right, it's like an old dog. It's like, that dog is old. But it's like, for you, it's like, That dog was with me for like 15 years.
Yeah, but he's an old dog.
Well, now I'm thinking of dead dogs. Okay, Aaron the Restless. Aaron the Relentless.
The Restless.
In my head, I was like, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up.
The young and
The young and the relentless. It's just like a boring 5/2 haste that you can pay 1,000 mana to regenerate him. Regeneration is really good for 1, but once it starts going up to 3 and higher, it is so expensive.
Yeah, we want to leave a 4 mana all the time? No, you don't.
3 mana. It's only 3.
You want to leave a 14?
Red.
You want to leave a 14 mana all the time?
No.
717. The Onslaught art
of Rorik's Bladewind is one of the most ridiculous arts. I can't ever look at it without laughing. The regular art is fine, but check out this bad boy. What is that? That's a 6/5? It looks like it broke its neck. Or like it had a
It looks like its neck is way too long.
And its head is way too big for its body.
Look at the size of its arms. It's like a T-Rex.
It's like a T-Rex.
And also the wings don't look like it could support any creature.
Let alone the head of this thing.
Oh my god.
It's got the tiniest little noodle body, and it's supposed to be a 6/5. But so this is a great time to bring up if a card has 2 arts. To help remove some of the bias for us, we pick the art that we like the most, and we grade that.
Yep. And like
so it got, instead of a 0, a 3.
Yeah. The art's not very good on the other one either, but at least it looks like a dragon.
It doesn't look like a noodle thing. With a creepy head.
A red noodle with kites for wings.
Yeah, good lord. Okay. Who's next?
Kesa. This is 716. It pumps your green creatures again. But this one has better art.
This one has way better art. Thanks, Rebecca Gay. And
Rebecca Guay. Thank you.
It's Rebecca Gay. It's literally pronounced
Guay.
No, it's pronounced Gay.
Guay. That's good art.
It is good art. Thank you. From what I've been told, it's Rebecca Gay.
Guay. I actually don't know. I'm just arguing with you for the sake of arguing with you.
I can tell. Kodama of the South Tree. The Kodama trees, they travel together. They couldn't be more than 10 creatures apart. This one just kind of glares at people. Apparently. People used to party under it, and now it glares at them. And it pumps your things with spirit or arcane spells.
But at least the art is decent. Get out of here.
Yeah, so look forward to the other Kodama.
What's next? Oh, that's
Roga
of Kirkkeep. 714 here.
The downside is so bad that it makes me love this card.
You love this card?
Just like, no, it's just cool.
It's so weird.
It's so bad that it's cool.
That's fair.
It's like, well, if you don't play red, you lose your entire team.
It's
not a big deal.
But it is unique in a good way.
Yeah, because it pumps the creatures that are like, their claim to fame is not having any power. Who's next?
Cloudhoof Kieran. Kama love cycles. Ugh,
Kieran cycle.
The Kieran cycle. They're all bad.
Spirit and arcane spells, but this one targets one player to mill a couple cards. Hooey!
Milling your opponent helps them.
Especially if it's in such small increments like this. It was like, oh, thank you. I would love to just mill 5 at the start of every game, no matter what deck I'm playing.
If I could start with 10 cards in my graveyard, I just would.
Any deck, yeah.
Yeah,
for real.
There's no reason not to.
This is good.
Even if the deck isn't built for it, there's almost no deck that can't take advantage of
There's usually
that.
just some. Your deck should have some graveyard stuff.
Masako, the humorless.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh. This isn't funny.
It's not funny.
No, because it's bad.
This art is above average.
Kind of like speculated on this having 1 power, because if it's always, flash is decent. Always being able to flash it out kind of means that you can attack every turn with your beaters, and they're not going to attack back at you.
Flash is also, it's close to haste.
Flash is close to haste. I mean, this is a 2/1, so that doesn't really matter. It's just kind of like the ability to swing and still block, which is not great. Who next?
This is my favorite Disney movie, Coco, Lord of Way.
7-Eleven. Coco works at 7-Eleven. He's okay. He's way worse than like any other card at the same mana that makes people discard cards. But if you can start untapping him, if you can hit 3 activations, I think this guy's pretty annoying.
But he's 5 mana.
He's 5 mana.
Ugh.
Like, compare this to Awaken the Erstwhile, compare it to Monomania, compare it to Sadistic Hypnotist, and compare it to Tasker's Cruelty. And you're just like, ugh, what am I doing?
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that.
And none of those cards... Yeah, actually, all those cards are okay.
Jessica, Warrior Adept. This is number 710. It's a pinger with haste. Really helps. It helps her get a point because she has haste and she can do it right away.
Yeah, she hits for 3 right away. She has first strike. That's not a lot. I think all this stuff together kind of gives her a point. You can give her death touch and whatnot. So like, obviously a deck that would be built around her
Would have Bascul's color.
Right. Not that Bascul's Collar is the only region she gets one. But let's move on. The most Italian card from Kamigawa, hands down. Minichi.
Oh, it's a
The Thief of the
Minichi.
Dream.
What? Read his ability.
You can pay 1 in a red and switch a creature's power and toughness.
Oh, this is like one of those things. Like this, that's just fun. There's just how is that not fun?
The art, we couldn't tell what was going on, so we kind of just gave it nothing. It looks like goop.
Looks like goop.
Spiritual goop. But I wanna see somebody go off with that.
Like switching power and toughness.
Yeah, just like, all right, kill that, kill that, kill that. Not that you really can do that in mono red, but
Yeah. How are you shrinking power in mono red? You're really not.
I think this is the 3rd dragon of the 6-mana cycle.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
They're so low.
No, maybe it's there's the Banisher, the Renewer, and I think this is the last one. Daragaz, the Igniter.
Yep. He's just bad. Oh god,
The best case scenario is you hit like a mono red player, and then you get to pay 9 mana, and you deal 4 damage maybe at most.
If it wasn't blocked, if it wasn't destroyed, if
If you untap with this thing, if it connects, if you pay the mana, and it's only a couple damage. So we gave it 1 power because like 10 damage is all right.
So all these dragons have 6 power, which is
Ugh,
kills them. I mean,
come on now.
Yeah, that's that 4th hit.
Which is just like,
Poor thing.
yeah.
A Damaro.
I don't morrow. I never morrow.
I don't Maro.
First to desire.
Amaro, first desire. Yep, 707. This card seems good only when you're losing completely and utterly horribly.
In which case, it cannot be good. It's paradoxical,
Yes.
but not an engine of any sort, because then it would be banned.
Yeah, but this art, it's above average, which is good
It's
for.
creepy art.
It's super weird.
He's got like fumes coming out of his head and his back, and he's got some really bad back knee.
This is one of those arts where I feel like this is one where people are like, "What are you talking about?" As like this is where subjectivity comes in, because like I could see why this art would also get like a 0.
No, see, I really like it.
I do too. I agree with you.
creepy.
I really like it, but I can see why someone who looks at that could be like, "That's a 0 to me."
Yeah, I feel you. Guan Yu, Sainted Warrior. We're almost done here. 706. This dude looks like he doesn't mess around.
Oh, did you see that beard? That beard is so cool.
Not a huge fan of how it was drawn, but like the pose he's in, this is where art and coolness get kind of separated. Like the things he's doing are cooler than how it actually looks.
He looks like a badass.
Wow, what is this? The Attitude Era of the Nitpicking Nerds?
As they're in the picking, yeah, he looks like a badass. This is one of those characters where I just looked at the art and I thought I wouldn't mess with that guy.
No, heck no.
No, and he got like
He's in like a powerful position too. In like the angle. I think
Oh.
it's a Dutch angle, right?
Oh, look, it's another Kodama.
It's the other Kodama. I told you, 10 from then, it would have been another Kodama. This is the North Tree, though. This is a really scary card. Check the art on it. Peep the art on this one.
I've definitely looked at this art
It
before.
reminds me of like Strangerrootgeist. Just like coming right at you. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, Strangle Grace is really creepy.
Strangerrootgeist is awesome art.
This thing also has like such a weird tongue.
And
Oh,
it's like only has 2 legs that I can see.
yeah, it's creepy.
But it's just a 6/4 trample shroud.
I mean,
Just nothing.
yeah.
If it had hexproof, then we can talk.
that art is sweet. Crawling at you fast. Don't mess with it. Kentaro, the smiling cat, who is not a cat. 704.
And the card does not leave me smiling.
No, because it makes your.
What the heck is this ability for?
I mean, it's
5-color samurais?
it would be for a 5-color samurai deck, obviously.
Well, what color is he? 5 colors, right? Oh no, he's mono white. Ooh.
Oh, so he doesn't. So the best samurai commander right now for 5 colors would be Morphon.
More fun, yeah, probably.
So this card could never go in it because it doesn't do anything. It literally does nothing.
Good lord. What a random ability.
Ugh.
Get out of here, Kentaro.
Circu, Demir, Lobotomist.
This is the champion of the Demir and the,
The
OG replica.
Lobotomist is so cool in itself.
What a great career choice.
I mean, you literally are just someone who lobotomizes. Come on.
Yeah, the art's creepy. She's like, he or she, I don't actually know, is like in the shadows, and like they have like lobotomy tools.
So the real question is, lobotomy is something that a lot of people know what it is, but I guarantee of people who watch this video, at least 25 of them have to Google what lobotomy is. And we're not going to tell you.
Okay, that's really weird.
Yeah, it's great.
Get off your high horse, buddy.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying vast majority of people know what it is, but there's
You're
somebody
saying
who
it's
won't.
something that everybody's looked up at some point.
Yes, it's something everyone's had to look up at some point, but I
Right.
feel like somebody who's watching this video is going to have to look it up, and that's funny.
You're welcome. You learned something new today. Make sure to subscribe.
You didn't learn it from us, though, because we're not telling you.
No, make sure to subscribe. We told everyone everything.
Take that.
702. I don't really want to talk about this one too long because it's the unspeakable.
Well, so the new art's fine. The old art was terrible. The new flavor text is great. The old flavor text was bad. Moving on. Spirit of the Night.
This is our last entry for this time. This episode.
701. This card, the art is more whatever, but I don't know. I read the flavor text. It's so not the flavor text. I read the
Lore.
the lore on it, and I wish there was more to it.
It's like an amalgamation of breath stealers, which are like the ghosts of little kids who kill people in their sleep.
They have
God.
They have the ability to basically kill people while they sleep.
Yeah.
And they're a myth.
Yes.
Like there's myth, and people don't believe that they exist. And they kidnap children during the night, and
Yep.
they take them, and a child who's taken by a breath stealer becomes a breath stealer.
And they like confuse into this thing.
What this thing is,
This thing confuse their Urborg Panther and the other two combine into itself.
so like he's
Yes.
well, he's made up of breath stealers.
Yes, there's 3 creatures that you can sacrifice all of them, search your library for this guy, and put him out.
Oh.
Yeah, he literally they fuse into him.
Yeah, and he, as a breath stealer, you're the biggest. What was the word? It's the biggest. It's the greatest. It's the best thing that can happen to you as a breath stealer is you become part of Spirit of the Night.
Oh yeah, it's the ultimate honor.
This is honor. That was the word I was looking for. The ultimate honor is to become a Spirit of the Night, which is so cool.
And the ultimate honor for us is to be supported by our 15 patrons, because this video is rounding out to a close.
You misspoke. You meant to say 16.
What I meant to say was 16.
Yep, and we love you all. We love the new guy. We love all of you. We love Joe Money who upgraded. We love you all. You guys are awesome.
You mean Houdini?
Who did it?
Houdini is now a patron. Because you said Joe Money, I figured you might as well say Houdini.
Who did it?
If you don't know what that is, that's everything the Jawas ever say.
Who did it?
Jawas love Houdini.
They say way more than that, and
No.
they say Houdini once. And everybody's stuck on who did it.
No, it's Houdini.
Houdini, yeah.
Favorite magician. Okay, we've probably just lost all our subscribers.
That's fine.
So we're going to conclude this video. Thanks for watching. We're going to check out the next 50 next week. I think we're getting into like some really cool ones. This is just like every episode is more fun to record.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun. And as we get up, I don't know when the point is gonna happen. We're probably gonna do 50 for the next like 3 or 4 at least. But we're gonna start cutting down to like maybe 40, 30 because we're gonna want to talk about them more when we get to.
That's true, but I mean, 4 videos from now, we're still going to be on 500.
Yeah, but they start getting interesting around 500.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, well, I'm not sure when we're gonna cut down to less commanders.
But we want your prediction of who do you think is going to be number 1 and what commander are you rooting for to see where they rank. So let us know those, and we will see you in the next one.
Yeah, we will see you in the next one. Peace out, Tribe Scout.